Whisper words of wisdom. In 14th century, there was prosperous kingdom in the south of India called Vijayanagar. It was ruled by the famous king Krishnadev Raya. Krishnadev Raya. Okay, there lived a famous Vit also named, and he's a poet, named Tenali Ram. Tenali Ram. He was one of the 8th great man in the king's court. 8th great man. Alright. Now, my dear students, although he did not have any education, but he was able to solve the problems wisely. बहुत ही बुद्धिमानी से वे हर एक प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करते थे. There was a rumor, that a man named Ramaya brought curse that whoever sees his face in the morning, early in the morning, will go hungry whole day. And soon this message started spreading in the kingdom. Alright. And this rumor created problem in the life of Ramaya, and he was feeling lonely and sad. Okay. Now what happened? Matter reached to the king. The matter reached to the king's palace, and he was asked to stay in the king palace by the king. And he expressed that the king would see his face first, early in the morning. And thus he stayed with the king. And the king, first he saw his face and then went before his duty. King, राजा पहले उसका चेहरा देखा रमैया का, और उसके बाद वो अपने काम धाम में लग गया. Now he wanted to check whether really it happens or not. As usual, a day duty was done and completed, and the time came for the food. राजा खाने पर बैठा. Now जैसे ही राजा खाने पर बैठा और डाइनिंग हॉल में जाकर के खाना पर बैठा, और खाने पर बैठने के बाद he saw what? A dead fly. He caught one dead fly just on the plate. अपने खाने के प्लेट में एक मरा हुआ मक्खी को देखा. He shouted at the cook. वो बावर्ची पर चिल्लाया. But the cook asked pardon and assured your majesty, मैं फिर से prepare करूंगा आपके लिए एक ताजा खाना. By the time when the cook was preparing food, इनका भूख मिट गया. किनका? राजा का भूख मिट गया. The king believed that it was due to the seeing of the Ramaya's face in the morning. And so the king called the minister and shared this problem. And because of this incident, he said to the minister, because of this, everything was the cause of Ramaya. Because he went whole day hungry. Then Ramaya was sentenced to death. The order was passed. Now Ramaya felt very bad and sad, and he was crying. Then he met Tenali. Tenali was absent from the court, but when he came to know, he also thought this poor Ramaya must be saved. And he pleaded, Ramaya pleaded to Tenali, please save my life. He pleaded to Tenali. And Tenali was filled with sadness. He was feeling bad. And it so happened, he told Ramaya, don't worry Ramaya. Tenali said, just do as I say. And so after saying that, Tenali whispered something into Ramaya's ears. Ramaiah nodded to Tenali and smiled. And having said this, Ramaiah jumped at the opportunity of Sarpanipur. Okay, and then just before his execution, he had a message to convey to the majesty. The head guard ने कहा, ये क्या confusion है भाई? तो रमैया ने कहा, मुझे कुछ राजा को बतलाना है. मुझे राजा को कुछ बतलाना है. And what was that? Tell me. See, tell the king it may be true that anyone who sees my face first thing in the morning goes hungry that day. But it is also true that anyone who sees राजा का चेहरा देखता सवेरे सवेरे, as I did, must lose their life. So who is worse, you and me? After I am dead, everyone will know of your jinx. ये टोटका, ये जादू का प्रभाव जानेगा जब मैं मर जाऊंगा. तो अगर मैं राजा को देखा तो राजा का भूख मिट गया. जब राजा देखे किसी को तो किसी के लाइफ जा रहा है. On hearing this message, the king was stunned and he felt ashamed of his ignorance and his blind superstition. ये अंधविश्वास को देखते हुए राजा को बहुत बुरा लगा. And he ordered the execution to be stopped, और execution को बंद करवाया. He apologized to Ramaiah, he said, I am sorry, please accept these gifts from me. और देखो बच्चे, he is given the small gift but precious because it is given by the king. And then, please don't speak about this to anyone. The people of my kingdom will lose faith in me. हम पर विश्वास उठ जाएगा. राजा ने ऑर्डर दिया और रिक्वेस्ट किया, ये घटना किसी को मत बताना. If they find out that king behave in such appalling manner, horrible manner, the Ramaiah gladly accepted the king's apology and his gifts and returned home happily. Tenali smiled, quiet, knowing his smile, and thus his life was saved by Tenali. Now coming to the exercises, you have number of exercises. You try to solve it. It is very easy, very, very easy. And if you cannot, please inform me. And once again, I shall be back with inside questions also that can help you for the exam. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.